We think a lot of the future of how international development is going to evolve around this force of supply chain buying power in particular. So I think this is going to be a particularly relevant discussion and an important discussion. I want to recognize a few people. There were a number of folks who've worked on this report who are in the room. Michael Levitt, who's here, who has an affiliation with CSIS as a senior associate, but also is the vice chair of CDS, which is a development consulting nonprofit that he'll explain what it is in a little bit. Then Ashley Chandler, who was with us. Ashley, where are you? Hi, Ashley Chandler is one of the other authors, who was with us for several years and is now at Vital Voices. And then we have Tom Patterson and Connor Savoy, who Connor is with us as well. The work that we've been doing here at CSIS on the role of the private sector in development has been supported very generously by Chevron. And we're really quite fortunate to have Hamish Pauls here, who's come in from California to talk about how Chevron thinks about the power of its supply chain buying power. We have also folks from ACDI Avoca, from the World Cocoa Foundation, and from USAID. We have Paul Gannett, we have Robert Peck, and Lit Tazewell from USAID, and you all have their biographies in front of you. So let me, without much further ado, hand the floor over to my friend and colleague, Michael Levitt, who will provide some opening context for this report and for the discussion that we're going to have. And then I'm going to ask Hamish Pauls to follow, and then I'm going to skip over a couple folks and ask Lit to then speak, and then I'm going to have Paul and then Robert speak, and then we'll have a little bit of discussion amongst ourselves here in the panel, and then we'll open it up because I know this is a very informed and thoughtful group, so we'll want to bring you into this conversation. Okay, Michael, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Dan. I'm with CDC Development Solutions. We're an economic development organization, and the transition we went through is relevant to the topic of the paper. We were at one time totally funded by USAID. We're now 95% funded by private sector contracts, not grants, but contracts from major international corporations to do work that would fall under the category of development. And I want to recognize our CEO, Deirdre White, if for no other reason than she gave me a lot of time off to write the paper. So
thanks,
much
Deirdre.
Appreciated, Deirdre. And our story is reflective, I think, of major change within the corporate world, in the sense that corporations that often saw